Right, my darling, so I'm live.
Uncle Alex! Yay! Oh.
Hello, my lovelies, how are you? It's absolute chaos here today. It's little Jonah Benjamin who's come over to see me. He's walking. It's his first birthday! Little man is 1 today, aren't you? And we got lots of people coming around this afternoon to wish him a happy birthday. So, I'm going to say hello to the ladies. Say hi. Say hi. Do a high five with me? Can you do a high five with me?
Good
That's it, good high fives. No, he's too busy watching himself on the screen because he can see himself moving. So, please do wish my little man a very happy birthday because I'm the most obsessed, well, maybe not the most, but in my own head, I'm the most obsessed grandma in the world. Aren't I? Does Granny love you very much? And can we believe you're a whole 1 year old already? We can't. So, a little bit chaos because we've got lots of family coming around later to see him. And Josh is busy cooking. Some things smell delicious in there. So you go and see Mummy. There we go. Go see Mummy. See you later. So hi everybody. Hopefully you're all okay. It's a little bit noisy here. Can you all hear me? Can everybody see me? Is everything going okay? Please do say hello because I'm getting no comments through. Can you hear me after yesterday? Not sure. Okay, why am I getting no comments, people? Is this actually live? Oh, it is. Hello, Heather. Hello. It's starting to come through now. So let's say hello. Hi, Heather. Hi, Jane. Hi, Jill. Hi, Carolyn. I know his dungarees are really cute, aren't they? Hi, Jane. Hi, Kate. Hi, Sheila. He is cute. I do love him very much. Cutest child in the world, obviously. Hi, Claire. Yeah, sound and picture are fine. Brilliant. So there is quite a bit of background noise today, guys. It's going to be a relatively quick one, but I'm going to show you a bit of a, not experimental technique, because it's an old block, but a way that you can play around with something, okay, today. But first things first, if you like Liberty, we have new collections coming in very soon. Yeah, I know it's scratchy, the sound, but unfortunately, Drew managed to fix part of it. We've got to wait for a new thing to come through. But Liberty, so we're clearing all our old Liberty. All our old Liberty is half price again. So for 24 hours on the website, all Liberty, Wiltshire Shadow, End of the Carnaby collection, Deco Dance, or the Liberty Christmas, all half price. So instead of £15.50, it's now £7.75 for Liberty. So check over on the website. If anybody wants anything, grab it, because once it's gone with that. And then we've got new collections coming in. I think then end of next month they're due in. So I need shelf space, so I'm giving you all bargains. Hi Anne, hi Jane. I can't believe he's a year old already. I know, neither can I. I was like, he's just gone, that year's flown by, absolutely flown by. Hello Marilyn, hi Sarah, hi Carol. Oh, lovely, lots of you on. So what we're going to do today, so I've told you about the Liberty, I've shouted about little man's birthday. I think that's about it. I think that's everything. Liberty, I know. Go and have a look, Carolyn. It's all half price. So, yeah, it is chaos. We're going to be quick today, okay? What we're going to have a look at is the square in the square block, which is a really old, really traditional block. But I've been playing around with it recently for a big quilt and some ideas for it. You need a raffle soon. Yes, I will get a raffle on. It won't be this weekend because we're going to be crazy with the Chanda, because obviously Sarah's on Thursday and then I'm on Monday. But maybe we'll do one the following weekend. Yeah, we'll do a raffle. So what we're going to do, let's go over to number 3, is we're going to be looking at a square in square in square block. Okay, and basically how you can adapt any block, any size, to make this as big or small as you like. So I'm going to start with a 3.5 inch square in the centre. Okay, now what a square in square block is one of these. Let me show you, like this. Okay, so you've got a square in a square in a square, and you can keep going. All right, the maths on this is very simple, which is why I thought it'd be a nice one for you guys to play around with. So I'm going to start with a 3.5 inch square. All right, my first set of triangles round, I want 3 1/4. What have I done here? I've cut 3 3/4. I want 3 1/4. So whatever size you start with in the centre, you could start with a tiny little, 1.5 inch, okay? But I'm going to start with 3.5 inch. Oh, hang on, I cut 3 3/4 instead of 3 1/4. And you basically go up in quarters. So my first one is going to be 3 1/4 because I started with 3.5. Am I making sense so far? Okay, like that. And I'm going to cut them in half like that. Okay, so cut them in half on a diagonal. So I've got 4 triangles. All right. My next colour that I want to add would be 4 1/4. My next colour would be 5 1/4, 6 1/4, 7 1/4, etc. So you could absolutely sort of, you could make this block as big as you like with as many layers as you like for this. Okay, so hi Claire, don't worry about being late, lovely. Hi. I know you're super busy. Have you thought any more about the blocks of festival quilts? You're reading my mind, lovelies. We weren't going to do festival, we were going to do Malvern, and it's actually, I was going to announce all at the end of next week. I've made lots of notes. I just need to get this weekend out of the way with 2 lots of achandas. So at the end of next week, I was going to do a bit of an announcement about doing a white gecko quilt to go into Malvern. All right, so yeah, catch me at the end of next week, okay? You think this was, oh, hang on, let me go back over here. You think this was your first ever quilt in a block? Yes, it is a really, really traditional one, but it's one that the maths on it is very simple. And if you wanted to make a whole quilt just with this block, where you started maybe with a 1.5 inch square, and then you just keep adding and adding. So like this centre square, if you imagine, there was another one in there, and then another one, and then another one. You could start with like a 1.5, and you could gradually build up, and it could get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, it makes a really lovely, if you do it ombre, so you start with your darkest, and you gradually work through like up to your very lightest fabrics, or vice versa. If you go vice versa, it looks like everything's going like sort of, no, if you go with the darkest first, it makes everything look like it's going like that. If not, it makes it look like it's going like that. It's quite a nice optical illusion. Very, very simple block to do, actual sewing wise, but I just thought it would be nice to go through the maths, because sometimes we need something a little bit more simple, don't we? Sometimes we just want something that we can create quickly. So like I said, I'm going to start with a 3.5. So my first round with 3 1/4, my next round will be 4 1/4, and my next round will be 5 1/4, and then you just keep going up from there if you wish. Okay, so I'm going to cut them all in half, and I thought we'd just put this block together and a couple of little tricks to keep it kind of all square and neat and everything. So there's my next lot, and then my last lot on this one, okay, is going to be this. This is a really good block that you can really play around with tones and colours and stuff. You can get some really funky effects when you play around with colours. There's nothing stopping you doing like opposites as well, or complementaries, or gradating. Say these were, say this was like navy blue. Your next one, then you could go like a range of colours. So like your mid blues through to dark, through to light. You can really play around with it, and I like that. I like that experimenting with blocks and stuff. So that's where we're going to go. First things first, we're going to put the first round on. Finger press these in half. So we're going to be cutting along this bias edge. Remember, with bias edges, you want to be careful, make sure they're not too stretchy and things. Okay, so we're going to like that and press. So I know where the centre is, and I'm going to do that on all of them. In fact, if you line them up like that, line them all on top of each other. You could press with an iron if you want, but a finger press is enough. Like that, and just give that a really good finger press. Okay, there we go. Just so I've got a little mark there. We also want to do the same on here. So fold that in half that way, and finger press there, and then back this other way. And actually, if you line up those marks as well, you know it's nice and central. Okay, so you've got those little marks that you can see. Hopefully you can see that on camera. We're then going to line these ones up. Now we're going to add that one on like that, and line up those little centre marks. And somewhere I've got some pins. There we go, come on. Oh, why is it? You can never get a pin when you want one. There we go, come on. There we go. And I do tend to pin this when I'm doing them. Okay, and you know I'm not a massive lover of pins. Hi Leslie. But this is one that I do because you want to try and keep that as central as you can. Okay, so we're going to add that one onto there, like that. And we're going to stitch down, everything's 1/4 of an inch. Alright, so we're going to go over to this little camera here. Hi Wendy, how is everybody? Just pop my bits under there and let's go. So we're just going to stitch down. Now I start a little bit away so that it doesn't get dragged under, and off we go. Okay, so we're going to go all the way down here like that and off. And then we're going to go to the other side. Do exactly the same. I don't tend to press out until I've done these two sides, and then I'll press out. Okay. And I'm actually just going to finger press these ones out. I'm going to take those pins out. Okay. And just finger press that out. In fact, actually, let's do that over here. Just going to gently finger press that out. Okay, because you want to be really careful. Everything's on the bias, so be nice and careful. Okay, and then we're going to add these ones on. So again, if I'd put an iron on this, I'd lose those little middle points. So finger press at this point. So we're going to pop that one on like that. And put a pin in there. And then round like that and put that one on like that. So you're just creating a little frame of...
No,
Uh-oh, come on there. Come on. Look, my darling, you can't play. He likes to sit and watch while I sew, don't you? He sits on my lap while I sew. But you can't do it, not today, darling, okay? Go to Daddy. Go to Daddy. I'm not be long. Okay, so we're just going to stitch there and there. You've just managed to snag some Liberty. Ah, excellent. Well done. Yeah, grab it while you can, guys, because it is on half price. I need the shelf space, so you guys are going to get a bargain. Okay, so we're just going to go down this way. And you should notice, if your seams are right, that you're coming out right on this point just here, where it crosses over. So hopefully, if your seams are right, so your little guides can get caught on that little dog ear. I don't chop them off, I leave them. Just lift your guide. Okay. If I hold this up to here, hopefully, I don't know if you can see. Can you see that my seam has come out right on that point, which is what you want it to. And then we're going to go down here. So, there we go all the way down there. Again, I stop because of that little dog ear, just tuck it underneath. And away we go again. Right. He's just so cute walking to, yeah, he is. He's like proper motoring around the place now, bless him. So I'm just going to come over here. Yeah, properly toddling around. He's got his first pair of little shoes. Oh, hang on, I need to be on. And yeah, he's been mobile for about probably 3 or 4 weeks now. But he's obsessed with the Hoover and the washing machine. Absolutely obsessed with them. So we're just. I would just finger press this back first. I think it stops. If by finger pressing it first, it stops a little bit of stretching. If I go straight in with the iron, I tend to get them to go out of the way. So once I finger pressed it, then give it a good press, okay? And I do mean press, don't iron with this block, like that, all right? Then we're going to square this up. So this one is going to square up to 5 inches, like that. Actually, is it 4.5? No. Hang on, where is it? It's not 5 inches, it's 4 3/4. When you're squaring them up, they're the 3/4 ones, sorry. So what I'm looking for, I just stopped talking then, didn't I? Just was gazing at this. I'm looking for, can you see on my, hopefully you can see on the ruler, if I move over a weeny bit, right there, is that about right? I'm looking for those 1/4 inches, so I'm going to put the 1/4 inch there, like that. Get that 1/4 inch on that one there, like that. And then I want a 1/4 inch away, which would be right there, and a 1/4 inch away, okay? it doesn't really matter what size you square them up to, as long as you get those 1/4 inches. That's the thing you're looking for. Okay, so we're going to go along there and along the top. So I've got exactly 1/4 inch away from that point upwards, 1/4 inch away from that point that way. Turn it, and then we're going to do the same, which should be 4 3/4, I believe. Yes, it is. So there's my 4 3/4, and I don't know if, hopefully you can see this, 4 3/4 there, and I've got that exact 1/4 there and that exact 1/4 there. That's what I'm looking for. This is really good practice for squaring up this block, because you do have to do it each time. Now we're going to add on to this next one. Okay, so just very quickly press that a second. And we're going to repeat exactly what we did. So we're going to go in half like that. All right. Now my halfway point, I know, is that point there of that thing. So I can measure up from there like that. Okay. Is this all okay? Leslie, you've had a lovely few days in Llandudno. Nice to go away and even managed to visit Abercarn. Oh, that's a good shop. That is. What did you buy? How much did you add to your stash? So I'm looking for that point there, and I'm going to go up directly from that point. There we go. So, I'm glad you had a nice few days. We're going to stitch down both of those. Okay, so back over to here. And we're going to exactly the same. And it is a very repetitive block, this. But I quite like that sometimes. And for me, this is the type of block you really, really can play around with colour with. Think about which colours work best. Are they going to almost talk to each other? Do you have a little bit of vibration off the colour? We did, back ages and ages ago, we did a whole tutorial on colour theory. It's definitely on our YouTube channel, about what colours go with which. It's worth going back on our YouTube and having a little listen to that, because when you're putting a block like this together, how the colours go, really, I'm just using scraps. And to be totally honest, I didn't really think about the colours, I'm just using scraps. I'm just going to press that one out very quickly so I can add the next one on. There we go. And then we're going to add these two onto the other side and square up again. You can see how quickly it grows. Who else has done this block? I'm sure you all have. It's quite a usual one, but when it's used a lot for things. Have you done any variations on it? Have you played around? I need to rewatch the colour theory. It's a definite weakness for me. Colour theory is, it's not the easiest thing. Getting yourself a colour wheel is probably the best piece of advice I can give you with colour theory, definitely. Okay, and then down we go again, like that. I'm going to catch that dog ear just like it did on the other one. There we go. And around we go again. And do on this side. We are almost ready for, actually no, that's a lie. We're definitely ready for tomorrow's challenge. Oh, I just hit that. And then we're just about ready for Monday as well. So yeah, it's all good. Something's going to happen, isn't it? Because I'm really, we're both really on top of it at the moment, which always worries me a little bit. I get a bit nervous then, right, what have we forgotten? What have we forgotten to do? So what have I forgotten to order? There we go, we're going to push that one out, like that, just very gently. There we go. And you can see that block start to build up. Okay, and then we're going to do exactly the same. So I'm looking for those 1/4 inches and 1/4 inches. So 1/4 there, 1/4 there, like that. Okay, can you see? Hopefully you can see there, guys. Trim off that excess. And again, I know it's squaring up, but this is a really good block to practice your squaring up. If it's something, oh, I'm sorry, my nose is really itchy today. If it's something that you don't like doing, you need to square up each time for this one. So it's definitely, I'm going to use the bigger ruler. It's definitely worth doing. Okay, and then I want a 1/4 inch away from there, 1/4 inch away from there. Okay, and this one's now 6. There we go. This one's now 6 and a half. So it goes up by 3/4 of an inch each time. All right. Then we'd put on our next one, all right? And you would just repeat that process. So I would go like that, and like that, and then on the sides, okay? There we go, like that. And you could then add another colour and another colour. You could play around with all sorts of colours so that they start dark, go to light and go back into dark, or patterns and things. Play around with it and see what you can come up with. It's a really very, very simple block, very traditional block, but one that's got a lot of possibilities, all right? That's about it for me today. It's a real quickie, mainly because we've got lots to do now. I've got to get all this cleared down so I can have my dining table back so we can do birthday tea for little man. So we can have like proper, birthday tea and cake and stuff. That's a good idea, yeah. You look at the books you recommend. Yeah, absolutely. One of my favourite quilts is in this block. Yeah, it showcases favourite fabrics in the centres. Yeah, that's a nice idea, Heather. Yeah, you could use... if you've got a fabric that's got, hang on, let me come over to here. If you've got a fabric that's got, quite a big print, or an I Spy quilt, this is a lovely block for that, where you can put, big patterns, or, an I Spy quilt that you like make for a kid, where you've got like, dogs and cats and bees and trucks and things. You can play I Spy, frame them in that centre and do those colours around it. Play around with it, see what happens. Let me just have a quick look at your comments, see if there's anything else there. Really sort of think about colour combinations and natures. It's usually a pretty safe bet. That's a really good hint actually, a tip actually, Claire. Really good tip. Look at things that go together in nature, or things like I really like. It's on Facebook. I think it's like an interior design page, and they'll like take a picture of a beach, and then they'll pull out all the colours and put them down the side for you, and they naturally go together. Or it'll be like a stained glass, or like an interior or something, but they've pulled all the colours out and given you the colour swatches. I'll see if I can find it on Facebook and pin it for you, onto our page. It's a really good one because you can see all those colours that go together. The other thing is, and we talk about it in the colour theory video, is go and get some of those paint swatches, from B&Q or something like that, or the little paint colour swatches, and look at the tones that go together, and then you can mix and match and play around with them. If you're thinking, okay, I really want to do, a burgundy quilt, but I don't know what colour to go with it, those colour swatches are a good idea to play around with. What else have we got? Anyone else got anything? Cool. Her ultimate 3-in-1 colour tool is worth looking at. Yes, that is good. Birthday tea cake, absolutely, birthday cake. Cool. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you guys because I've not got to clear the studio away so I can have my dining room table back. And there won't be a 1 o'clock tomorrow because it says on the craft store. At 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock tomorrow, so please do tune in and support her. And we will then be back next Tuesday. I'm on the craft store on Monday, so we've got tomorrow and Monday. We've got 2 hours, so we'll see you all then. So I'm going to go and try and clear this house up a little bit because it's chaos, and I will see you all very, very soon. Take care. Bye.